Hello. Let me know I am audible. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hey everybody, welcome back to another live stream. I think it's fourth. Publicly fourth, I guess. Hmm, cool, thanks. Ha. I also do some crazy stuff when I'm in meeting. So it's fine. Matthews. Okay, so everybody know what we will do today. I think this live stream will be uh, complex one compared to what we did earlier, right? Because it's about development, coding, not just designing. So I will try to uh, explain things as easy as possible, but at the end, this is a development. So just let me know when you have a questions, any doubts, and we will solve things together. So I think before moving forward, I guess let me say a Figma file at least. So if you have something, we can come here and discuss maybe. Other than that, I think it's pretty much very simple. I will just start with basic of uh, prerequisite. What we need to create plugins, right? So let's see. Here is the Figma file. Figma file have nothing right now because we will prepare everything live. Let me just add the cover at least. So people are coming. Hi Reserve. Hi Tejas. Hello DD Graphic Carrier. Sorry, Strawell. Sorry, it's a Strawell, I guess. And Lauren. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, probably I will add links, all the links and other stuff here on the Figma. So, later on, when you need something, you can come here and then uh, what I was looking for. Let me find a find. Sorry, the cover page I was looking for. Yes, here it is. Okay, so at the end, I hope we will recreate my latest plugin, Safe Shifter. and this is like our, this would be our like end goal. Like every stream have a final goal, and we start with basic and then like sequentially learn and learn and learn. At the end we achieve something. So people have question. Let's see. When I saw the post, I thought it can be done. Then I tried and just left. Ah, about coding, right? I think it's easy. Let me start explaining stuff, and once I explain all those things, basic requirement and all, I think you guys can easily do it. I guess if you have a little bit of programming background, understanding of HTML, JS, then easily doable. You can call me the Ishan. Hey, hi. I am Dinah, but hello, Dinah. And who is the last guy? Yeah, yeah, of course. I was just, it's like there are lots of tutorials and videos available about all other things, but what I realize, very few video content available to create a Figma plugin. So I thought, why don't just try to make one, right? So the idea came from there, and yeah, thanks. Okay, so I don't know, poll is possible in chat or not? I think we can do the poll, no? Yeah, so let's do the poll. So how many of simply you guys know coding or not? Like, let's see how many people uh let's see in the chat how many people know little bit of coding. It's not like too complex stuff, but at least know how to install a stuff, create project, some tools, IDE, editors, terminology like coding, debugging. So that is that. Remember, I am from LinkedIn. Sorry, I don't remember, but can you share the LinkedIn profile, or maybe just ping me on LinkedIn? I will check again. Uh, so what is the ratio here? 83% people know about coding. That's that's great. Uh, how to start? Let's see everything. Let's do it on the fly. So everybody know about this terminal thing, right? There are a couple of command, at least everybody should know. CDMD, I'm just checking here. So I have a folder where I usually work related to coding. So I have sites, and then I have Figma plugins, and I created a folder here. So let me go here, and yeah. So this is the folder where I will start working. So I think very first thing I would like to discuss is some of the resources we need to do this stuff. There are very good repository. One, of course, is default Figma documentation, which you guys should so let's go to the sharing mode. And sorry, yeah, my terminal was off. Sorry. So I was talking about this terminal thing. Let me close it first. And I am not sharing all the links on chat, but come to the Figma, I will paste everything here. This will be convenient, I guess, because in chat things will lose. And yeah, so the very first all-in-one place where you will know all about Figma plugin and their documentation is of course this little guy, official plugin. I should just paste it there. Let's go here and we'll see what all we have here. So there are lots of things. I am not reading all these things. I will just quickly start with some of the stuff. Okay, volume is too. I tried the background volume. Is it okay, or I can turn down a little bit more? I guess that's it. Okay, so this documentation have everything you need for starting creating these plugin. And if you don't know about even basics of all those things, there are some see these links for learning purpose. So these are the requirement, and other than that you need code. What is called, it's called IDE, or you can just call it editor. So there are multiple. I prefer VS Code. Recently people we are talking about cursor AI. So maybe you guys can give this a try also. This came with some of the AI feature. You can easily complete the code and all. So maybe you can try this also. So we need VS Code. Sorry, we need an editor, not just VS Code. You can use anything. And then came here. We have all these stuffs here. Of course, everybody have a Figma app. So we need a Figma desktop app. This will not work on web version. So make sure you download a Figma version from the link either on Windows or Mac. You can go here and then pick the things. So these are the structure of a stuff, blah, 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 blah. So let's quickly just create. So there are multiple way to start the project. So I will try to explain couple of them. Maybe one official one like this guy. If you guys go here and follow these step, you can easily do create the plugin. So let's start with this right now. So okay, cool. So what you have to do, go here, and I was just testing, so this is lost. You have to make sure like that development. If you are not in UI 3, you will see things almost similar, which will be somewhere here, but make sure you are inside development mode, and then scroll, and then you will see a lot of thing here. So currently I am starting with a new plugin, so just go here. There are a couple of things here. You can give the name, let's say live test 1. These are the configuration you can pick, like the plugin you are building is available for both, or just wanted to create for Figma. So you can just pick it. Let's currently pick. I will explain something next. So let's come here. So there are also multiple things here. So like default, this will just create a skeleton of your Figma plugin, and then you have to write all those codes and other stuff. So you have to pick either of them, but let's stick to UI first. But I can explain a little bit about this also. sorry, sometimes maybe you see some plugin just open and do their work and thus disappear. So those type of plugin is like just do particular thing and automatically closed. So this thing is what responsible for creating those type of plugin. Next, this is the custom UI when you want to create something with the UI. So there are UI component, you create something, you do some activity, and then it will do the particular thing. And then if you want, you can use the close button to close it. So let's stick to this guy first. Or I am covering this because this is what most of the plugin is. So let's do it. So yeah, so you have to save somewhere. Currently, I already tested at this location. I was talking about when I create some of the stuff, I usually created this folder, sites, plugins, and then live. Because of this live things, I created one more folder live, and I'm just saving it. So done. Voila. So this is uh, very simple, right? You can literally create a plugin by just doing this stuff. So if you guys like testing this out live with me, let me know it work or not. So let's see. Let's click on this guy. Nothing happened because of course I will explain that also. Uh, if you are creating or developing, of course you need a console log to check it out what is happening or what is not happening. So let me open this guy also here. From right click, you can just go right click development, and then you will see console hide, and so you will see both inside this or this. Just open the this uh, so we just created a plugin, right? But it's not working. Why? Because there must be something wrong. What's wrong? Let's open it. So now move to terminal. So this is my terminal. Like I mentioned, I have a folder, and then I have another folder. And if you are wondering why I see this auto-complete stuff, so let me come. I have something called Q, which is a Amazon uh, tool. This give you some suggestion related to commands. So this is really good companion when you are coding. So if you want, you can just search Amazon Q and get it. So I was here, and I already have my what is called uh, editor installed, but I created a folder, right, when I was creating this plugin. So I am going inside, and I just wrote this guy, and this will open with all these details. So let me increase a little bit. You guys can see, right? I hope so. Let me see the chat. Oh, everybody is watching. That's cool. Okay, so majorly there is two thing here. One is this, and one is this guy, and there is lots of stuff here and there. So what is happening here? So when you create a plugin code from this location which we did right now from here, you will get all the templates required to build a plugin, but these plugins are not ready to start. So what you will do? So very first code uh, command I am writing here. You can see, right? Let me know if it's visible, or I can increase. I can increase the. So let's see. Everybody is here. Can I change the theme to white? maybe. Color theme. Flat. No. Color theme white, white, white. Sometimes I use white most of the time actually. Uh, Currently I was thinking why it's not white. It's saying white, right? White, dark. Default color blind. Literally there should be white. Minimal light, yes. Yes. Is this good? Let me know if it's good or not. Okay, so what I'm saying, very first command I am writing is yarn. I use yarn. If you want, you can use npm also. Both work same. So first command I write is yarn, and just wait for a second. This will download all the required package which listed here inside the package.json. And once this will done, what you will do, another command which is important is yarn build. And once this, okay, now this, you are seeing this error. So this is the Figma error, which we will solve later, but let me comment it out. Where is this error? This is the guy which is giving the error. So now let's try again. Still getting error. No. I comment it out, right? Yes, I did now. For comment, you can do a command and slash. So now let's try. What is happening? Why it's reversing? That's very strange. Let me delete it out. Yeah, well, seriously, there is a some bug. So now I am wondering what happened here, because technically this should not happen. Oh, okay. Let's scrap this. There must be some error, bug from this guy. I am trying another method, and let me see if this still work or not. If not, then we will come and debug it. So that's the problem in development. Sometimes things works directly, sometimes you have to do it again. So I have another resource. I'm pasting it here. It's a very good resource where you can see lots of stuff, and you will see the link. Final link is here, and if you go here and let's get a start, and there is another way to do the same thing. I was checking out easiest way. Build. I think this guy should work. Let's start with hello world. At least we need something to start. Or I think rectangle one is great. What is called pre-rectangle? Yeah. So let me try to do this code. I hope this will work. Okay, my first test on live stream failed. Sorry, but this is the live. So see this thing from this website. You do all those things. Then there are some templates. So let's create a rectangle one, which we were trying, but it's failed. So I'm trying again from this guy. I hope this will work. So what I did, I just did this guy, but you must so there are one more thing. If you go here, you will see Node and Figma desktop app. This is mandatory, otherwise these command will not run. So yeah, so see, now I am able to finish this command. There's some guidance here. I am just following this tutorial, and so I am inside. Let me open this by code dot. So I am here, and if you are here, you can see all the code here, which is almost same as what we had earlier. Sorry, this is safe sector. I think I closed it. Let me open it again. This was the older code, but maybe this template have some issue. So this was the area where I was getting error. Let me see if the same error is happening. So these both are the same code actually. So yeah, everything is fine. Let me do the same thing again. Yarn build. Everything is fine. And what else? When you so one more thing is important here. Memphis.json. This cover everything related to your plugin related stuff. So these information is here, and once I build it, you will see. Where is my mouse? Sorry, my mouse is stuck now. Come on. Sometime lots of stuff happened, and I am what happened to mouse? You guys are still here? Sorry. Technicality, that's the issue. I think he has autosave. No, I don't think so. I don't have autosave on. I commented out, right? So why it's working or not? Okay, my mouse is back again. Okay, so what we were doing? Yarn build is fine. So this template created the plugin, but I can't use it. How you will use it? I always give you the this example from where you can import the plugin. So import. So recently we created this guy. You have to just find this manifest, and so see, you can see the plugin now. The name of the plugin is already mentioned in the manifest file, which we can later change, but right now let's try to run it. Oh, cool, this is working perfect. So I think that that template we tried from here had some issue, which is okay, we did it somehow. So now this plugin is doing what? If you write something, yeah, here, let's say 2, and then create, this plugin will create created to rectangle, right? Of course. So starting from 0 location, so everything was start from 0 location, which you can change, which we will cover later. So okay, so finally we did it. So the original Figma template had some issue, which maybe I will check later. I never tried actually from Figma stuff. I either try use this guy, or actually I already created my template, which I just copy and paste, and then I start working, because sometimes configuring the stuff is very uh, like time consuming. So it's better to have the basic template already which you are comfortable with, and then just to start working. So this is the manifest file, which cover lots of stuff. ID and name is important here. So this name is what you are seeing in this. If I change here something like live rectangle, and just rebuild again, then what will happen? You will see you will see the name will automatically change. No, it should. It should. It should. Okay, now I am confused. Auto save. There must be something wrong with my editor, and eventually it was working before the live stream. I don't know what is happening. So I change it, right? Okay, rectangle. And when I build it, what the hell is happening? Why it's reversing? This is very weird. Literally, I have no idea now why my plugin have issue. Okay, Green Apple is saying something. But I don't know anybody in the chat room why literally I have this issue. So if this issue is related to something I don't know I did mistakenly, then what I can do, I can just test it out with my plugin which was working, right? So let's do that. And then I will cover again the basic things, but our configuration is not done fast. So that's the problem. So we are trying to solve. So Project Vector is our safe shifter plugin, and I am trying to build everything is what I can I'm just trying to do here is I am trying to update live shifter and yarn build. Yeah, my plugin is fine. See, I changed the name of my plugin to live shifter, and then if I go to my development, actually this is a I removed from our build because I already released it. So let me add it again, which is inside the project vector manifest and open it. So what I did, I changed the name to live shifter, right? It's working. So I don't know what are those templates which I did. It, it must have some issue. So let me back again and then build again. I covered the stuff a step. It should work actually. I don't know what is wrong with these guy. Someone was doing. Let me see that in the chat. Is there some issue? People know about this? I think autosave for what? I don't know. After commenting the line did so no so see in my plugin this is working, right? The problem is with this guy. So even I tried it. Okay. I saved it, right? Command S. ID, let's add ID, la 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 la. Everything is fine, right? Let me do one more thing somewhere. Uh, anything written here? I think here. Create rectangle new. Okay, cool. So I changed multiple thing, right? Create rectangle new is fine. Manifest tab I changed everything. I am just doing. Let me do. Don't do yarn build. Let me do npm run build this time. Maybe I don't know. Something is wrong. Okay, sorry. I think what I changed was not text. Sorry. Ah, where is it text related stuff? Name is fine. UI is here. Create rectangle. There was some text. There is create button. Okay, there was no text actually. I can add one text here. Let me create new rectangle. So now let's do that. Okay, so now it's built. And let me see again what I did. No. Something is wrong with manifest. Literally, I have no idea. So I changed this. This auto reversed. No, but there it's not reversed. That's interesting. So what I did, I updated the stuff, and let me see the predirect. So if I open it, see, cool. Manifest have something wrong, literally wrong. So anyway, I covered two steps, and mostly first step totally disaster. Sorry for that. Second step was working, but there must have an issue. But third step, which I always follow, which is I think is better. I don't know, like it's so your opinion, but usually what I did on Figma, if you go to Figma GitHub, Figma GitHub, you will see plugin samples, and there are lots of templates here. So usually this is like my approach, what I do, because I already told you I have all the basic template, and I just use one of the template which I need, and then I just move forward. So I am going to download it. This is the third stage step. I already have downloaded this before the stream. So this is template. So let me go to this guy. Everybody is here, right? Let me know if you have questions and anything, any concern. I removed it so I can unzip again to show you what I was saying. Let's copy this guy to my folder where I usually work. Inside this, let me add it here. Okay, so this folder have a lots of stuff, right? So if you are seeing it here, usually my favorite stuff is very simple, which we did already here uh, from that npx stuff, uh, from this guy repository. But I still don't like this guy template, because sometimes I feel it's overwhelming for creating small stuff. Of course this is good for lots of bigger project, and there are lots of automation already. You can get UI and stuff quickly because everything is inbuilt. But I realize I feel creating everything from a scratch is better. So I will compare this guy's template and what I am currently uh, discussing. So let's jump to the folder I did it here. So this is my favorite folder here, Webpack React. I just move it here, paste here. So I copied this guy only, and I am the plan of this team is recreating our shape shifter plugin. So let's call it live shape, and it's good to have dash or something like that, but it's not necessary, but it's fine. So I just copied the folder from this guy Webpack. There are multiple also, but this template have everything which I need, so I copied. So this is the live shape, and what I need, this live shape, I there are multiple things I can do. I can just open the terminal and do the code.ie, and if you know about the code, you can just new window and search the folder where you have everything. So I am looking for this live shape. So this is okay, everything is same here. So but structure of some of the text is different, but most of the stuff is here. So when you just copy the stuff from somewhere and then open, you will see the red thing, which is okay. Why? Because you don't have all the package which need to run these stuff. So these are looking for stuff which is not available. So how you will install it? Npm install just simple, or MPL I is fine, I guess. AutoCAD is I. Yeah. So when you do this, all the error you were seeing here will go away. Literally, it's go away, right? You are saying everything is fine here. Perfect. And next command is npm run build, which we will do here. If everything is fine, actually, if everything is fine, what build do is created a folder called distributed. So this is the folder needed for like distributing the plugin file. These are just required for development. So this distribution file or and manifest file, if you zip it and share with someone, this plugin will work automatically for them. So I already named the folder live safe, but this is the actual name we are looking for. So which will available in our plugin. So live safe and perfect. My habit is yarn always. So sorry. It's fine, I guess. Use yarn or npm, whatever you prefer. But just use it. So see, this template don't have those issues. I don't know what was the reason, but yeah, see this template is automatically not replacing with anything else. So if everything is fine, what you will do? You will come, go to plugin. You make sure import. Of course, it's there. What we did right now, we created another folder, live save, and here you go. So you will see this guy, and literally this plugin is same, which we did it recently, but little bit better UI and all. So cool. What? How many plugin? Let's say 20. Let's do it. Cool. We did it right. Cool. Awesome. So this was the very basic how you create a plugin, but our goal is create something functional. How you will do it? So then I will talk more about it, but let me something discuss here. So two important file here in this structure is code.ts, which cover all the code related to Figma side, and this is another one is UI.tsx, and this is everything which we need to create UI, which you are seeing on the screen. So there are these two stuff which is very important in this template. If you want to create something, let's just create. Let's write live save creation, and we did it. There is one more command dev or watch which you can use, so it will automatically reload your plugin when you change something from your plugin. So what I did right now, we changed live save creation. If I just update live save rectangle and we save it, so once we did it, it automatically replace. Come on. There was hot reload or something. Hot reload is on. Sometimes it's really weird. If Dev should supposed to. So see the what is happening here. So this is the build which do this guy. This is the dev which do this guy with batch. Watch usually change the stuff on the fly if you update something which supposed to happen, but it's not happening. So sorry for that. Anyways, or it's changed. Or is it changed? I guess it changed. Let's do once again. I removed the shape. Yeah, it's changed actually. Yeah. Let's see how many people are still here. Okay, people are sleeping. Make some buzz, guys. Ask some questions, maybe. And maybe Just share the idea. That is also fine, right? So currently I just covered one step, which is uh, configuring your plugin templates. That's the only things we did it. So there is nothing, we did it very like big stuff. And I covered 3 step. Somehow first default Figma step was not working. Second was working, but there was some issue. I don't know what is happening. But this is the third step, which I always, all the plugins I made, this is the template I am using. Everybody have their preference, right? So it's fine. If you want to use with some other stuff, that's okay also. Now let me compare some of the stuff. So why I prefer this over other template, or the guys, this file. Okay, I think this was the Figma file. I did one more for uh, what was the name? Pre-rectangles, right? I guess, yeah. So this pre-rectangle things. Okay, I opened directly on this same. Let me open a new window. You can see, right? You guys can see, right? If not, then I can change some of the color and here and there. Okay, so this is already open. Live shape is what our primary. So what I am doing right now here is I wanted to show some of the, maybe this template is not good. Minimal light, light studio is fine, I guess. Yeah, this is fine. This is good. Okay, so what I am saying, this is our template, and this is some of template from the npx command guy. So actually this template is fine for doing a large complex stuff, because this guy calling UI from uh, Figma UI repository, so you don't have to create all those stuff, which is also good for fast execution. But I prefer everything from the scratch, so that's why I created this guy. And you will see this guy is more easier to understand as compared to this one, because some of the complexity you can see here. So this code is almost pretty simple to understand once I cover some of the things. But if you come here and check out, I think this plugin have one thing is called handler, and one thing as this is our so this is a Figma side code, and this is also Figma side code, but you can see lots of differences. Some of the differences, like there are something called ones, which is related to emitter. So I think they are using something called emitter on their yeah, they are using emitter to pass some of the command from UI to the code Figma side. And once something is passed, this thing catch and do all the stuff which this guy also doing. So this part of the code is safe, but this part is little alien for me. Actually, I never tried this, so sorry. But yeah, that I know. This is emit, it's called emitter, and this once is catching it. So this guy is emitting, and this guy is catching here. So I'm not using this. Close this guy. This is our pure template which we will cover. So let's say very simple thing. What about create ellipse rather than rectangle, right? Very simple thing. I just started very simple thing right now. So instead of create rectangle, you will write of course ellipse, which is very already intuitive. So but let me give you the idea how you will start working. So suppose you wanted to know all about the ellipse, so you will just search it, right? And you will see all these things related to ellipse. So this is the command you are looking for. So when you open this, you will see some of the demo here, like blah blah blah. So not blah blah, sorry. Okay, so what this guy is doing. So let me do one more thing. If you guys know about the coding, this is the loop. If you don't know, sorry, let me remove it for now. Comment it out. So let's start with very basic. Comment it out. Okay, very first thing, what you are seeing is it's called HTML mandatory. This part is mandatory. This part is telling if Figma is dark color, use dark color, white, then white. So this is like theme color, and this is the height which create the UI. So if you want to change the UI like 600, so you will do this, and then once you will div, you will see the height is changed, right? Literally this height is almost 600. Yeah. One more thing, it's very technical, but Figma is like a, of course, HTML file, complete HTML file, but this thing is not part of this complete Figma, but this is like sandbox. We are calling it sandbox, and which is nothing but a iframe which is inside another HTML. So you can debug a lot of stuff here and inspect to understand stuff here and there, which I am covering later. But I just did one thing here, right? What we did, which is the height. If you want, you can add the width also. Suppose we want to width of 200 pixel. So it will automatically change because it hot load is on. Okay, I can see the question. Let's see what is the question. Thank you. Can you share us how to create an AI plugin for Figma? That's possible. Also template in Jitter. Yeah, I think actually there is a template on Figma, but I never tried it actually right now. But let's see. Maybe we discover at the end we will, if we will reach at that part, try to explore one of the template next 2 hours. I guess I have almost 1.5 hours. So quickly, our target is we will recreate this. So that is the goal. If you guys are learning little bit, thanks for joining. I hope at the end you will have some basic discussion. Basic understanding. So what we did, you know, right? There are lots of things here. But what I was doing here right now. Okay, so what I did, I removed this guy, right? So you can't see anything because nothing is happening. Okay, cool. Let's remove this guy also, and let's do just simple constant, and there is one thing, another thing called variable. So here we are using const rectangle. We are creating a rectangle. Let's call our Figma. Basically, some of the API, functions already you can see in the suggestion box. So you don't have to do too much work, but basic understanding is important, right? So this guy will create a rectangle. Simply, this guy will create a rectangle. And if you don't do anything, the default rectangle will be, I guess, 100 by 100. So what I did, I just created a rectangle, and if I run the plugin, so let's run the plugin. This is the, because 0, right? Make sure what you will do is always start with 0 if you are not specifying. So see what is happening here. I just created a rectangle. Similarly, so see how simple it is. Sorry. Let me do one more thing. So I am hiding this terminal right now, and this is the HTML part where you do the UI. So now I am hiding all the UI also. We don't need it for now, of course. Okay, sorry. We need a button, but let me explain some of this stuff. Da, 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 da. Sorry, this was the UI and this was the code. Let me. Okay, now it's fine. You guys can see good. Okay, so what I did, I created a simple rectangle, and this is the HTML part where you can see the input and all. So this is the UI I removing, so you can't see anything. And secondly, I think we don't need too much height, so let's stop to maybe 200, and width should be 300 is fine, I guess. So, and now what is happening? So what I did in code is create a rectangle, but what is inside UI.txt, I can't see anything, which you can go here and check it out. You can't see anything, but you can see the UI, which is good. This is what we wanted right now. But if you want to perform some action, you need a button, right? So I just copied button and moved in outside. So what this button is doing? So if you know about little bit of jQuery, React and all, so on click is event, which calling a function, which is this function, and this function have something called post message. And okay, sorry, this is a cancel button. Sorry, we need where is the create button? Yeah, this guy. So we need a create button actually instead of, and let's create it. So button will create something. So come here. So what we are doing? We are calling something from input, which we removed it. So let's comment it out, or simply just I am adding a value which called 1. So whatever I will do, it always create a count 1, because this is the things and this is the variable passing from here. So what this guy is doing? So when people click on this guy, this send a message to the plugin, and message have those two things. One is this type, and second is the value. So if you come here, you are seeing it. There is a message. Create rectangles. I, I hope I explained it. Let me give you the example. So now when we press the create button, what will happen? It will create a rectangle, right? Perfect. We did something. So now let's see, we change this guy to something else. Rect. So what we did here will affect our code. So because this sending rect, but you can't see anything here, which is similar to rect. So what will happen? It will not create anything. So let's remove this and call it live shift. You can't see anything, right? Why? Because there is no rect. So if you do this guy here, it will back to their original performance. Perfect. So see what we do usually. We do something on the UI, and UI send a signal to the code, this Figma side code, and this signal check stuff and do the stuff. Suppose let's say create a button again. Okay, so let's do some interesting stuff now. On let's create a rectangle. So this is creating rectangle. Let's create one more button, and we will call it ellipse. Perfect. So we have to change the create we can create a function which pass argument also, but right now I am trying to do simple stuff which is easy to understand. So let's create guys, if you have question, of course, always send on the chat. I have a Discord also. If you don't have access, just go there and join. We do some live session and one or let's move it to here. So currently we are just okay. So I'm just improvising. As we go, we will improvise stuff. So what we did? So we created two buttons right now, rectangle and ellipse, and yeah. So this button send rect, this ellipse. So rect is here, but you can't see anything related to ellipse. So what we will do? We will do one more thing here, and like I already showed you, create ellipse here. And what we will change here? We will change to this message. So this will create arbor. Yeah, everything is fine now. So let's see the magic. If this is already done, so let's open it. I can see two button. Let's create ellipse first. Perfect. And then let's create rectangle again. Oh, nice. Okay, there must be close plugin. Yeah. So this close plugin is responsible to do closing stuff. And currently, if things are not working, it automatically moving to this direction in linear format. So we don't need it, right? So just remove it. So plugin will stay same until you forcefully close from here. So you can create, you can create, you can create, you can create. Okay. So now the idea, you can create this stuff, right? You can create your own tiny toolbar which can be here, and you can just play with it, right? Same as the shape shifter idea, right? So maybe some of you can after this stream try, and then over the we can create something like that. I would love to see. And of course, questions then ask. You can ask, then you can ask, and then we will. Okay, so where we are? We lost somewhere. No, we are okay. We can create rectangle and ellipse, which is fine. Now let's move to next little bit of complex stuff. It's not complex, but let's see do some interesting stuff now. So suppose we want to move the rectangle position to something somewhere. So you can just define your x. You can define your y. So this will move to the location where you define this step. Similarly, you can do here also. Suppose this will be at x, suppose 400. So now see what will happen. Any guess? Shape is here. Rectangle ellipse is somewhere. Where? Two. Okay. Y rectangle shape is. Okay, sorry. This should be Y, right? Okay. This should be Y. So let's do okay. Rectangle is here. See, we did it, and it's working. There are lots of math, there are lots of things you can do here and there. Like these are the thing, like if you create something, maybe things are out of the place. Like suppose your x value is almost 2000. What will happen? Maybe things are not where it should be. So what you can do? You can just select it should work, it should work, it should work. What I did when I create ellipse, it will create at this place and move your view to that area. It should work like that. Let's try it. Where are we? We are almost at 3, right? So it will be like this. So when I run the plugin and create an ellipse, see your movement. You can see the movement, right? Maybe you didn't realize it, but if you can just zoom it out, you are almost here. Let me open the ruler. See 3500, and when you create something, it's just move your stuff to almost this guy. So there are lots of things which you can do depending on your requirement, and everything is documented here very beautifully. You can just go and check it out. Okay, so what we covered, I created the stuff like we can create rectangles. Suppose we want to create a 2 rectangle. So what will happen? One rectangle will appear on another rectangle, which is not like logical, right? So what this guy we are doing here, the x position is moving multiplier of 150, which is like our rectangle is 100, then 50 a space, and then so this loop thing, let's understand this loop, how this loop is working. Okay, cool. So suppose we are creating a rectangle and make sure it's on the viewport, right? But we don't want to create one rectangle, but we wanted to create a rectangle depending on the count. So you can just write a for loop. You can just index is I is fine, and this count is this is our. So see how you will call the value coming from here. So these values are passed from this parameter msg. So msg is your prefix, and then you are calling count. So you are calling msg dot count. So what will happen? This guy will come here and then do all stuff. And what we will do here, we will create a rectangle inside and change the same. We are doing this same logic because distance is 50 and 100 is your size. So this should work, right? Compile. Why it's error? Okay, this guy. Okay, I will cover this later. So now what I did, my nose is squeezing. Something is wrong. Maybe I got cold. So when I do this guy, let's create a 2 rectangle, right? Let's do some complex stuff now. Complex in the sense, what about passing, height, and width? I am just improvising stuff. And currently I am just I'm not doing complex stuff. So everything just defined here. Later we can maybe do with input, but our primary goal should be understanding the basic, and later you can do all the complex stuff. So this guy getting h and w from the variable, and this thing is called r dot resize, I think. Yes. So r dot resize, what is the parameters here? I think h and w. I can just pass comma, but let me see. If you stuck somewhere, you can just go here and then check it out. Width and height. First one is width, second one is height. So you can just write these two value as a number. So we are writing msg dot, what was the width and height? First is width, and sorry, msg dot height, sorry, h. So now what we are doing, we are changing the height and width of our rectangle. So this will affect our this guy, right? So what this guys we are doing, number of rectangles multiply by basically default was 100, so it's always giving 50, right? So what do we need here? We need msg w plus, maybe we need gap of 50. So maybe we can define a variable called gap, which we can control later, right? So suppose 20 or 50 or 40. So now this guy will add to everything is fine. Let's remove the count to maybe 4, and people are sleeping. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, Ellipse don't have anything right now. So let's do this. I think it created something. Okay, something is wrong. Okay, see, if you remember math, we should add this guy. So the multiplication should be after adding the gap, right? So let's do that stuff. Done, right? Cool. What else you guys want to do here? Let me cover the color. I think if you understand the basic, like I already tell everybody, if you understand the basic, there are lots of tutorials, lots of content out there, which you can go and just check how things works, and then you can do it. So for adding colors, see, these are the things you can do. There are lots of paint and all stuff. Let's see. I think don't complicate the things. Let's just do a simple way right now. So, like what this guy will do. Create a rectangle, fill the color, and this color is literally in alpha RGB value. You can do a lots of stuff here, which you can see in documentation. And when I was doing, if you remember, I have a plugin called HUN gradients. This UN gradient is nothing but same thing which I am doing right now. The only thing is, when you insert, you can see these things fill with the sum of the color and then outer layer and all of the. So you understand the point, right? What is happening here? So let's go here, and this is RGB This is the value RGB. And then if I want to change the color to something else, suppose green, then I can change the green, and then this can be 0. And let's try again. Let's try the result. What is the result? This will create some green rectangles. Okay, people, where are you? I will need to come back to the beginning of the stream and watch all again. Oh, but I hope you will create something after watching this, right? How can we append a more complex shape like a component, for example? Yeah, everything is on documentation, but let me try to give one example which already is here. So you can create nodes. This is just a variable. You can create a multiple nodes. So suppose you are creating a nodes, and then there are things called append child, which works on anything. You can append stuff on anything, not anything. Basically, frame, group. So you can create a group of. So suppose let me create a group. So if you have confusion, you can come here. I am searching about group. Let's search about groups and how things groups are created. So just copy this guy and let's play. Figma. So this is the parent. So which I am just removing. So first, so this parent is nothing but all the nodes we need to. How many nodes we have? Oh, depending on this guy, it's 4, right? So, so when you know about little bit of array, if you know little bit about array, you can push the stuff inside the array. So this R thing is our rectangle. So at the end, when you after loop, if you log, you can check it out, right? So if you check it out, so what will you will see my rectangles. So let's see the log now. So this will create rectangles. So see, there are multiple rectangles, 4 rectangles. All rectangles are here with all the beautiful nodes. So now I did this guy. So I'm not doing random stuff. I'm just explaining. Let me finish this guy first. So what I do here, I hope this is right code. Let me try it. What's the problem? You can do it, you can fail, you can try, you can fail. This is the past. So what I was trying to create a group, but I think it's a work or not. Yeah, see? Pretty simple. I created a group of rectangles. Similarly, you can create a frame and do the same stuff. And pretty much everything is on documentation, right? You can just, you have to like basic understanding of stuff, and then you can just read these things and then create. There are lots of things, errors, cause, and all blah 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 blah. So I cover lots of stuff. What else we can cover to cover this guy? Okay, reverse. Let me do some reverse stuff. I think pretty much. Let's focus on one button right now. We already know the basic principle. So just this is fine. There must be something wrong with my nose. Sorry. What I lost. I was thinking. Okay. Okay, I covered a lot of stuff here. Then now. Then do some other crazy stuff. Let selected nodes wherever Figma dot current phase dot selection and log selected nodes. So now I am doing one thing, which is if you do some stuff, it will come to Figma and check is there something already selected or not. And let me start again. See, so if you open this guy, nothing is happening. When you press this guy, it will definitely create another rectangle, but right now I'm not focusing on creating rectangle, but I was just showing you if something is selected or multiple things are selected. So there are two things here which I wanted to see here, and I can't see it clearly. Let's write a one thing. Selected nodes is here. So now let's write it. See, selected nodes is here. That means our this two thing is here, which is ellipse, and another thing is rectangle and ellipse. So two more thing covered. So you can do reverse stuff also. Like you can select the stuff and they do the things. What else I should cover to make this? I think let's do some UI stuff. Okay, sorry, I lost something. So this is CSS. And there are lots of things going on, which is fine. I'm not going here. I'm thinking to create my own stuff. So button already there is a buttons already created here. There is a variable which basic variables is here, which is also fine. But what about I wanted to change the button? So there can be multiple things, right, for changing the button, because in computer there can be multiple way to do the same thing. So suppose I want to do red button. So what we will do? You can just write red, right? And I guess this is CSS. I love SAS, but okay, it's fine. But I think it's very complicated to manage CSS now. But okay, it's fine. Let's write a red, and I wanted to do background. Suppose red 1 2 3 4. Perfect. Let's see what is happening now. Red button. Congratulations. Things are already configured. That's why it will automatically work with dark mode also. If you change to dark mode, so you don't have to like worry about things are in dark mode or not. So how you will solve the problem related to dark mode? So actually there is a token, color token. What is the name of this? Uh, what is the name of this? Tokens? Variables? CSS variables. Yeah, see? So these are the variables you can use directly instead of hex color if you want. So suppose I want red button. So instead of using the red directly here, you can just use the this guy. So now what will happen in dark mode? It will automatically change to something which is relevant for the dark mode. So now if I use dark mode, the red is almost red, but maybe it's little bit in different tone, not exactly same. So always make sure ki you have this very well. Okay, people are here. Thank you. Yeah, I will need to come back. Okay, I already saw this. Can we clone a component? Yeah. There is a clone uh, function. Just do it. So it's I do I did it for safe shifter. Created a clone. So copy some of the stuff after uh, manipulating like union and subtraction. So Prayagraj overbuild. Oh, I tried to do easier way, but sorry if it's too hard. Too hard. Sorry. Uh, what else I can do to make it more uh easy? Maybe you can. So, what I'm saying is like uh basic how you can do it without like too much exploration. Just follow some of the stuff uh, here and there, and then maybe you will achieve something which you want to do always. And you can use AI also, but for AI is like if you are using ChatGPT may have not updated documentation of Figma, so sometime that is like giving same thing here and again, and the result will be not good. But if you understand just basic stuff which I am showing here, so most of the plugin what I did is not that complicated. If I can show you, like the color plugin, I cover lots of stuff right now. You can do to create this stuff because this is just rectangle, or you can say it's not rectangle but a frame. So I created a frame, added a text. So what about text? Same thing. So you can do with text. So just create a text node. So text node. You can define font and things like that, and then uh, create things. There was this thing. Create the text node. Working with text. No, it's not working. I need to create it. Create text. Yeah. So there is. You see, everything is beautifully documented, so you don't have to worry about too much. So just you can just copy paste this guy and you will see the result. Hey, thanks. Yeah, programming is a little hard, of course. But if you had see if you guys remember, after, I think like some time ago, I guess, when I was doing 101, I told you guys how to learn stuff. Like sometime when you start very new thing, uh, it's feel overwhelmed. But when you start, just finish the basic of all those things, just basic, and then I left for some time, maybe month, 2 or 3 month, and then again when you start, it will feel like you know a lot of stuff, and it's fun. So I feel this thing uh, for lots of things which I learned over the year. Even plugin, I remember back in 2019, I was thinking to create a plugin when Figma released it, the plugin thing. But I started, I experimented, I never completed. But when I tried, like it's not 2 month, but after 1.5 year, it was like wow, I can do it. And then I created the first plugin, then second plugin, and then. But before that, I already have that understanding of creating other stuff like I am comfortable with C. Ruby and Rail was my favorite. I did a project for my masters in Java, so I had those programming skills, but learn, like understanding API and the backend task was always hard for me. But like when I tried again, it was like, okay, this is very simple than I thought it was. So maybe I think this is my thing. Like maybe I am wired like that. Not everybody, right? It can be. Okay, so what do you think? We should move to safe shifter. Let's do it actually. At least let's cover some of the stuff so you can do it by your own, because it's very simple. It's so simple that literally I can just merge this guy or intersect this guy with all this thing. So let me do it actually. So you will see like, wow, this is so simple. So I already selected, right, when you press the button. But let's, you can do it inside also. But what about writing a code which check message dot type is equal to union? That means I have to create a button which will do the union task, right? Do union. Sorry, on click. Do union. But we don't have union. Okay, union. So I have to create a do union. It's so simple as this. So creating concept is so simple. Of course, when you want to create lots of different thing, complex stuff, you have to handle lots of conditions. Is this working for this or not? But creating concept is very easy. Like I created the demo version of Safe Shifter in like couple of hours, but I released in after too big, right? Why? Because I checked all the condition. This should work for group. This should work for frame or not. Is this valid for text or not? So there are lots of condition which took some time to create and validate. And then I decided, oh, this is done. My second plugin, which is up actually stippling. Hopefully, this stippling will come next week because I checked out everything. And so stippling is hard. Why? Because stippling handled with lots of vector nodes. Like there are lots of dots if you try the plugin, and there is nothing unlimited, right? So resources and memories always have a limitation. So the Figma also have. So when you generate the dots, it created lots of node, right? So those nodes sometimes make your file very slow. So I stuck at the like place where I have to optimize it for, like it should work for most of the cases. So that's why I was just researching and experimenting, and then I found flattening those things, that means merging all the nodes, will at least reduce some of the memory issues. So I did that and then tested more and more. So now it's almost done. Okay, so where we are? Union. So what union? Union is very simple. You can just do union, and it take two thing. One is your selected or whatever node you wanted to pass, and second is your parent, which is usually your current page or whatever parent you. So currently current page is fine, and let's see the magic. It will just work like charmed. See, so I have to save here. Union work like this. Top color will always replace with final result or not. I don't know. Oh no, I think default color is always a gray for all the cases. I have to write the code for handling other stuff. Okay, so I created a union button, right? So just press it. See, this is working, and this is done right. So you just what you have to do, create all the buttons and solved. So literally all the icons, all the all these functions are just directly available on Figma. Figma.union, intersect, blah, flatten, dot mask. Each mask is equal to true or false kind of stuff. Then outline. So everything is here. Okay. If you guys sometime open your terminal, I added a little Easter egg also. So I am like 90s era kid. So these were the things when people used to do early days. So I thought, why don't do this for my tiny plugin? So this is cool. Okay, so we literally did it, right? So what is the next task? Icons. So what I did for icon is I just copied the icons from here. You know what I'm saying, right? So you can inspect and copy the SVG literally, all the SVG from here. And this is the SVG we are talking about. Okay, this is the top part. This is the bottom part. Bottom part was, I guess, 0.3%. That means 30% off. Okay, yeah, something like that. So this is the icon we are talking about. Hey, thanks, Ansul. Yeah, actually, I am working on some of the XR stuff, but literally, what you guys see on the social media is like 20 to 30% or barely 40% of my work. And secondly, until I satisfied on something, I never shared. So let's see. If you guys, some guys know, I literally have a domain called xrui.co. It's very costly domain, and I have some plan for this, but need time. Even I have one or two domains I bought. Let's see. Things will come. Okay, so where we are? We need this button, right? So there can be multiple way to do this. One simple way is you can just copy as SVG. But the thing is, when you create plugin, Figma plugin work like you package everything on a single file. So like website, you can have a folder where you can add image, but for plugin you can't. You must have to add uh, it as a like base 64, or maybe there are a domain where you host that image and then you can call from that uh, domain, right? Like some domain dot png or something like that. So it will work like that. But if you want to use SVG in more convenient way for your uh, plugin project, I usually do what I can tell you. So what I do, I use SVG to JSX, and then I just copy this guy from literally from here, copy as SVG, and just do it. So this will give you all the code which we need for. I literally need just this part, but let me do one more thing before. I usually create a folder. Yeah, I usually create a folder, but let's add everything here. It's fine. Icons.ts is fine, I guess. We need this guy. And then we need this guy. Oh, why this is not what? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Uh, dot, dot, dot. I think TS must have issue. Is this X working? Yeah, this is that. So now let me call it union, and we can use better actually export const is equal to, sorry, is equal to this guy and remove this guy. So literally this guy, we don't need it. Okay, we need it. What is the problem? Something is wrong. Let me see what I did for our code. Shape shifter wave, project vector, icons. Okay, React is like this. Now it's fine. Yeah, I think so. So see what I did is okay. Now go to our button, and what we are doing right now is creating the button. I think let's remove the stuff and let's start creating our final goal. So we don't need why it's error now? This should not have error. Yeah. So literally I need a button. So let's test it out first. So what I did was I created a icon which name was union, and it's coming already, and see it's coming from icons. And now if you open your Figma live safe, see this tiny fella, it's here. What next? There can be multiple things, there can be multiple way to do the things, but we need the easiest, or I don't think there is a easiest way. I am just sharing what I do, so let's do that. So usually what I do, I just pass a prop here, and this guy uh, come here has a width, and but technically I think it's a dot it will come, but default is 14, right? Yeah, so this is fine. This is fine. uh, I maybe you guys know what I'm doing. If you don't know, sorry. This is what it is. Okay, so what I did, I created props for passing the height and width. So why did I did it? Because okay, so this should not be the mandatory part, I guess. This should be temporary. So why I can't? Actually, we don't need this guy. Da, da, da. Uh, what I miss here? What I miss here? How to pass the prop? We are good. We are good. Okay, there is a default prop. So I have to do default prop here. So people don't have to worry about this guy. So let's whatever copies, it's fine. So I am doing height 24 and then width so this is default stuff, so we don't have to do this guy here. So now what happened, if I am not passing anything, 24 is fine. But if I want to change something like, okay, we need 32 and then width is also 32. I think instead of that, I should pass size, one variable, and then I can just, I think sometime I do this, sometime I do that. It's all in the flow. Agar sometime I remember something, sometime I don't. So sorry for that. So I need the size of 32, and this guy should change the height. I think it's changed, right? If not, let's try it again. 48 would be fine. Yeah, it's working. It's working. So we did it, right? So now what wanted to do, I wanted to do the same stuff we did for here, on here, and seriously? Okay, so, oh, sorry. This is just SVG. We need to wrap it up on any container, maybe button, of course, button is fine. Just do it for button. So I think I just did it for div, which is also fine. We don't need button. This is good practice to have button, but sometimes having functionality is way better than stick to the some hard rules. So let's see, let's test it out. So what did guys think? This will work? I hope so. Let's see. Did it, man? Okay, what you guys are doing now? So what do you think? We are pretty much in the flow to make something, and we literally did it, right? So let's replicate 4. Actually, let's quickly create a UI. I think I gave already edit access to most of you. If you guys want, you can create a UI, but let me quickly create some of the basic UI at least, so I have some understanding. Or maybe I can copy from my old file, but let's do it. It's fun in this way. So actually, let's copy some other SVGs also. Second one. So when you use Figma with uh, any screen sharing, I don't know. Recently, I realized Figma is lagging little bit compared to web version. And when you work on uh, coding, you can't do it with your web browser. You must have a desktop app installed, then it will work. Okay, so this was 24. I think this we can quickly do this 24, right? So that is fine. So this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. This guy was literally 30%, which is fine. So this is our uh, intersect part. No. This is our substract part. So let's. I don't think we need to name it, but let's name it substract intersect. So we will wrap it up once we finish this four thing with all the functionality. Not all the functionality, but the basic functionality. So that should be our primary task. Exclude. And if you guys want, you can just finish it yourself and you can share on Discord. You can tag me on any social network if you want. So I would love to see what you made. Literally, I am going to create a UI. Component safety is fine. Why I did it? Because I need to create a UI. Okay, this is fun. We are creating a UI now. So this should be 4 pixel, I guess. And this is also 2. So we are doing sometime I forget what I was doing. So I literally lost the track. Why this number? Seriously? What I did wrong? There should be no problem. This is literally doing what I wanted to do. Anyway, so this is normal. This is active. For active state, let's say we wanted to do some black thing, but something somewhere here. So this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. So this is our own of hover state. I'm creating just hover state. So of whatever I am doing, I sometimes forget. This was off, right? So now add it here. And literally we need the gap of 8 is fine. And then I am creating a like stop single row right now. 8 is fine. This can be 8 also. And this is our UI. And we need almost this must have necessary, because without header you can't have UI only. This should be 11. And we need a feather icon maybe for cross. X. This guy should be. I hope people are still here or not sleeping. We are almost close actually. How long we were here? No idea. Sorry. We'll check it later. 16. I guess this was 16. So this is 5. And this whole guy should be like this. What the hell I'm doing? Sometimes I lost the track. This guy, and this guy need auto layout, and this guy need auto layout, and this should be hook, and this is our logo, and this is our white background, and I think this is 12 is fine, or maybe this is bolder, 81 pixel, and this guy should be literally auto, and 8 is fine, I guess. I am not doing exactly. I don't remember the exact value of the Figma UI stuff, so I am just thinking that should be perfect. And this is, and I think this is doesn't matter also. So we need to focus on this guy. This guy automatically created automatically. So this was 13 recently, and this guy was so big. It's like 20. We need second. We need third. And this guy is Exclude. So this is our tiny plugin. This is our tiny plugin which we created in last 2 hours. I guess 2 hours should fast. So you guys have plans for tomorrow? What is plan for Saturday? Okay, so this is the plugin UI. So let's do the calculation. The width is, so this is the part we are focusing, right? So this part width is 144, and this is 40. So let's do it here. 140. Sorry, this is 40, and come on. Sometime I want to go here. Why you are not? Okay, yeah. And this part is 144. Perfect. This is the size we are focusing on. Let's open it. Okay, cool. I think it's very small. Literally, it's. Oh, sorry. So our icon size was different, right? We increased the little bit size, so it's not 24, but it's 32. So when you do 32, so this will literally change the whole layout to something 176. Can we do more equal math? So what is the distance here? What about 12 here? 188. What about 10 here? 182. I think 182 is fine. Let's do it. 182. 182 is fine. And height is 56. Okay, let's test it out. The size here. 156. Why is this happening? Height change. Bear with me. I will fix it out. There should be some problem here and there. Okay, there is a main. There is a main. There is a main. We literally don't need this stuff. Let's remove the layout and clean, 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 and clean. Da, 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 da. Main height, we don't need to. We don't need you guys. You guys. You guys. Actually, just remove this guy. I don't know. Remove this also. Why is the main? So now, so literally this is the, I just one da, 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 da. 182 and 56. 182 and 56. Don't worry, we will fix it. Don't worry. Okay, so where we are. Let's get the UI first and then we will come. Aber. So this is our wrapper. Let's write in name. We're calling it display flags. Flag direction should be column. I hope so. It's not working. Why it's not working? Is it column? Should be row and column. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. So what is the problem now? So our layout is literally 48. Okay. So we calculated for 32 and here it is 48. That's why the problem. So this will go to 32. Okay, we are good to go. We are good to go. We are done actually. So this is our div for icon. So literally we want a class here. Suppose we call it action or whatever. CTA. Let's call it CTA. See, naming anything is very hard. Sometimes when we used to do the naming for component, it's like what to write. So it's fine. Do we need flags? I don't know. We don't need flags here because there is nothing. Well, let's write it because there is anyway one element. For testing, let's write a background, and we need a very light color of background, which you can go. And literally, we had a variable here. We need a lightweight hover. VG hover. There is a VG hover, right? So literally, we need a VG hover to test it out. And if this is working, we will just, yeah, this is working. And the display, the gap is 12 here or 10. I think it was 10 or 12. Oh, it was 10. So 10 was the gap, and justified content is a space between. Now why it's not working? We need the width. 100%, I guess. Yeah, wow. I love coding. Okay, padding. Padding. Do we have extra padding? 12 from all sides, right? So just write 12 extra, I guess. But I think this will not work because 100% is. Let's see. I literally know this would not work. Why it is not? So, okay. We need padding inside this guy. Done. We are done. We solved the problem. Now the radius. Order radius is maybe 4 pixel. Perfect. So we don't need this guy here. When we need this guy, when someone will hover. You literally made our plugin, and now we will write the function, and I think next 15 minutes we recreated the intersect substract as a slight shortcut. Sometimes it's fine. And do the what's remaining? Exclude. Substract sub ex in. I'm lazy now. Okay. We don't have icons, right? We have to create icons for all these things. For that, I can just become lazy again and do this. Intersect, and intersect is this guy. I will copy the swizzy and maybe you guys need this, right? So let me paste it also. Yeah, there was the link. I used to paste it here. So let's write it. Maybe you guys format this guy, arrange, increase the size and all, so people can know what we are doing. Anyway, so what we need, I think we just need this part because top part is almost same. So we go here and just test it out. So our second task is done. I will give you one more stuff. So when you do dark mode, everything is almost working, some of thing is not working. So why is that? Because there was one thing here, and secondly this is the fill. So if you see the fill, this always go back to that guy. So what we need here is current color. So you have to just pass the current color, which is basically the text color we are talking about, and whatever is a white, it's also with the text color, right? Yes, I think so. Well, let me see, maybe something is wrong, but this is also so what we did is not changing literally anything, I guess so. Perfect. Maybe you guys lost here, but why everything is white now? Something is not working. Okay, current color I have to pass for the text color is the current color, or icon color I can see. Icon color is this guy. So this guy will go here in the CTA. We can call color variable icon color, and now it should work. It should work. Why it's not working? What is wrong here? Correct color should work, no? Okay, this is fill. Do we need fill here? What did wrong here? Let's see. Oh, first this is the current color. Okay, literally one was white actually. For permanent there was. So, which was that? It is this guy. Yeah, this guy. Now I think it's fine. Yeah. Okay, cool. What I did, I created intersect, and literally I need to call it inside our UI here. So if you have to import, you can just call intersect, and now I can copy paste. lazy. Okay, now you can see here. Yeah, second thing is going. So next thing is, guys, you guys can prepare questions now. I will do some 10-minute questions, and then probably we can. Okay, sorry. So this was intersect, and now I copied again intersect. This should be what is this? This is called Substract. Did I copy Substract? It looks like same copy, but anyway, let's test it out here. I think after 5 minutes I will check the chat. So if you have questions, just write down there. And I hope you guys learned something. It's not like everything is overwhelmed and you don't even learn a single thing. It should not, right? Because if you understand the basic concept, it's become easier. Substack is here, and our last is first copy. So why I did this SVG stuff? Because SVG must have inside your code, and there are two ways to do that. One is use encoder decoder base 64 version of SVG. You can also find that on online. And second is this. You can just create a component of SVG, and sorry, I forget, I had one more. Literally I have one more plugin which you don't have to go there. You can just use this plugin. I forget. So this guy is doing same thing which you are seeing there. Not that extend level, but this is the important part. So you can just even copy this path and you are good to go. This maybe I will create this template also, because there are lots of stuff, extra stuff. But yeah. So this is how it is done. What was this? This is Exclude, I guess. And this color code is here. So I will do this. I will add the functionality, and then I will show some of the code from my plugin so you can understand. Yeah, we did. Oh, sorry. Okay, why did this? Okay, we don't added it. Exclude. Sorry. Perfecto. So we have consoles. Lots of mirror here, but don't worry. So we have to do what is this? Intersect. Do what is this? Substract. The name of this function is totally depending on your need. It's not like, oh, I did do, then you have to do write the same thing. It's not like that. So I will do all those things, but before that, let's do one thing. So you can always check it's working or not. Like, okay, so if people do on union, what will happen? So let's write it, test it out. We pressed union. Similarly, let's do maybe intersect and then subtract and then. So now I am going to test it out. Is everything is working or not? So you can just test it, check it out here. So this is our error because we already implemented this guy. So don't worry about that. Intersect, subtract, exclude, everything is here. Selected node is here because we wrote things there. So we are good to go for final implementation. And before that, let's see the chat if there is questions. Otherwise, I will just quickly do all the things. So I don't need this guy now. Just we will focus on this guy. Okay, let's see what is happening. Looks like big things are you have more than 2 hours. Seriously? How long? Where can I see? Anyways, leave it. I'm gonna complete my motion assignment by tomorrow morning. Oh, nice. Tomorrow is Saturday, so you have to finish assignment. That's interesting. Maybe I will finish my plugin and stippling plugin I was working on, and then I will create a small video and then will release it next week. Okay, so where is the thing now? Let's comment everything from here to here. This code is important. Leave it for now. We don't need this guy. Okay, so there is one more thing. It's called a switch. So we will use switch now. Why? Because uh, if there are like things, multiple type of conditions, then I think it's better to have switch case. Switch case will give you like multiple conditions in the better format. You can just write everything inside if also. That's not a problem. So what is the first condition? We have a union, so we will do something, and then we have other stuff, and then other stuff. So these all the function we are passing. So whatever you are passing, you make sure you adding same stuff. Otherwise, it will not work. Right? Everything is fine. So how is it? This is, see, you literally just do this, And you know the drill, right? You can just intersect. You can just subtract. And this is the last one. Exclude. Literally, you just made this plugin. Demo. You can say the demo because we didn't check the condition and all. But this simple thing will make every function which you wanted to create. So test it out, test it out, test it out. So we are going to test now your live plugin. So we are doing union, done. You are doing is exclude, sorry, intersect, this is done. And we are doing intersect, this is done. Sorry, I always say intersect, it's substract. And this. Okay, so finally we did it. Literally, people don't have a question, which is good. And how many people are watching? Okay, people already lost what to do next. So cool, actually. That's the wrap up, I guess. If you guys are still here. So this is the basic functionality. We did it. It's fine. It's working. Or let me do one more thing. Maybe. I don't think they need to go. At the end, what we do? We just build once again. Git init. And I'm just sharing this code so you guys can check it. Of course, this is very simple code. And even you can use this as a template now if you want. So what we need, let me go to my GitHub and let me create a live save. Created this plugin during live stream, so everything is fine. And let me quickly add a readme file. Readme.md and created this plugin demo during live stream, and this is the live stream. Check the live stream here. We are good. What else I can do? More resources. So let me paste all the links I had in note. So you can just go, and if you still have query, just ping me or check my Discord. Everything is fine. One last thing. This is the ID which we need when we publish. So if everything is done, what you will do, you will go to your development mode and then click on publish button, and then you will see lots of stuff. You can add the cover, like I already created cover in this size. So I will just check it out, and then so just place the cover, this size of icons, everything is tagline and blah blah blah. But most important is thing is this ID, which is very unique for every code which you will copy from here, and then you must have to paste it here, and then once again just yarn build, and then everything is done. You can just, if everything is done, fill everything and then submit for review. After review process, your plugin will released. So this is everything is done. Github add and commit demo version. First commit is fine. Why break that tradition? This is like a tradition, right? Everybody right, first commit or where I lost. Okay, so I need this guy. Literally what I did. Okay, this is fine. So now we did to do, and now this is full, and we are here. Everything is done. You can just have this guy. I will add it to description, and let me add this guy to here also. And so everything is wrapped up here. It was a nice session. Oh, let me show the my code. So the first version, very first version, when I created the demo was exactly the same which I showed you. But later when I have to release it, I must have to check lots of stuff like this should work for some stuff or not. Like there are lots of node type. So I defined a condition for which this should work or not, and then these are the original nodes coming from Figma. So these are the valid node, and or whatever node we selected, this should be these are all our node we need to have all the operation. And then when we done with that, I created a function, and a function have two things. One, selected node, and if we are talking about selected node, that means we are talking about this guy. We are talking about this guy. So whatever is selected on Figma, you can just collect it, right? So this code, same exactly same code, right? So what I am doing here is filtering which is required. I just collect it, and then I am passing same stuff, uh, and the selected node and the condition, and this is the function. So if I come to this function, so I created a lot of stuff here which is little bit too much Abhi, right now, but I check it for validation again, and then if there is some there can be multiple selection, right? So I created this thing to just collect all the object into a single array. That means if I try to explain, uh, see, if I created a group and this, so currently this is a two node only, right? One and two, but this group have already two or more, right? So what I did is like collected all the node and child node and flattening it out to single, like all the nodes inside the group also. So I did this, and then I need this guy also. Whatever is inside the, like, which one is the top, like top means this guy, and bottom if there is something which is, so I need this because I have to copy the color and then pass that color to the node depending on the function we wanted to do. There are still some bug which I will fix later, but this is why it's ignored. There are some condition if selected thing is group, frame, boolean, special cases. So these are the special cases. I treated it like this, and then at the end I am doing the same thing. Actually I am doing also the same thing, but I added lots of other conditions so that it will behave and work as it expected to work. And then I created a group, I guess, at the end. there was a group I created already, and then the result is on. A group is necessary for a specific case only. If required, I can add a group. I think I created a group for some cases. There was group. So anyway, so these are the things, and there are lots of helper function, and also at the end it become like too big. But you can, if you literally want to do, and if you afraid like, okay, this is so much, so no, it's not so much. If you start with very small things, then it will look easier actually. So if I go to commit, and if I go to like very first commit, you will literally see I did the same thing which I was showing you. uh, I just filter out one stuff and see this thing which I just literally created, right? So this very first commit which I created demo with was what I covered in this live session. So yeah, I hope you guys learned, and if you have question, you can just uh, check out my Discord, tweet if you have any questions. And literally, this was the end of our today's live stream, and I hope you guys create something, not just a copy of the this same uh, plugin, but maybe something meaningful based on the documentation. There are lots of things to create. So yeah, happy coding, happy designing, and see you on next stream.